Who's ready for the Canon EOS R1? Well, whether you are or not really doesn't make any difference because it's not available yet. But there are some new rumors about the R1 that have bubbled to the surface lately, and my friend, we have to talk about them right now. Wait a moment. Okay, sure. Friends, change in plan. We have a little housekeeping that we need to take care of before we dive into the R1, so hold tight for that news until a little bit later. In the meantime, I'd like to quickly encourage you to visit the like button down below. Give it a little bit of love. It helps with the channel immensely and tells me that you enjoy this content. Besides, liking YouTube videos like this is clinically proven to help regrow hair. Yeah, I mean, just take a look at this gentleman before and after liking some of my videos. What an incredible difference. Anyway, your likes and comments are always appreciated, so thank you for giving the channel some love. That said, friends, let's get on to this week's headlines. No, I don't think anybody would disagree that the Z9 was an absolute killer of a camera right from when it was launched. But in today's world, even the best cameras can get better with firmware updates, and that's exactly what has happened with the Z9. Now, Nikon recently released version 4.0 update, and there are, friends, some very interesting goodies included in this update. For example, the Z9 now has auto capture. Now, this is a function that enables automatic shooting when the subject meets a certain set of criteria that the photographer basically determines ahead of time. Now, this criteria, which can include motion, the type of subject, the distance of the subject away from the camera, all that can be used in any combination to take photos and videos without the photographer actually needing to be there to trigger the camera, or trigger the shutter rather. But anyways, this is especially really nice feature for sports photographers and also wildlife photographers who can't always be at the camera to trigger the shutter. Now, another area of improvement for this firmware release is that the Z9 now gets better subject acquisition when using 3D tracking. Now, this is going to be particularly helpful when you're taking photos of small and fast-moving subjects like birds, for example. Now, this update also lets you adjust the fake shutter sound in 5 different options, and you can actually adjust the volume of the fake shutter sound as well. So if you've been wanting to do that, well, now you can. Now, there's also some updates on the video side as well. So for example, you can now shoot as low as ISO 200 when shooting an N-Log video. Now, according to Nikon, this is to give better dynamic range in shadows and improves the camera's ability to prevent noise, which again is a plus. Now, this update also provides high-res zoom speed options, which result in more stable zoom when shooting videos, particularly when in slower speeds. Now, this is the third major firmware update for the Z9, which just goes to show that even the best cameras out of the box can get even better. Now, if you have a Z9 and haven't updated your camera yet, I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can update that firmware update. And if you don't have a Z9 and want a Z9, well, hey, yeah, I'm going to put a link down there for that as well. Now, DJI keeps pumping out new drones, and I am all about it. Now, think about it here. I've had DJI drones for years. Holy smokes, a long time. Currently, right now, I have, boom, the Air 2S, and this has been an absolute rock star of a drone. I absolutely love that thing. Now, the newest rumors point to DJI's working on the successor to, the Air 2S, which came out about 2 years ago. Now, the new drone, which is believed to be called the Air 3, is rumored to have a 1-inch CMOS sensor, 20 megapixel resolution, which is pretty much the same as what this thing has right here. But what is likely going to change are the lenses. Now, rumors indicate that the Air 3 will get a new telephoto lens. Now, this is going to be similar, if you think about it, to the Mavic 3 Pro. The telephoto lens would be in addition to the standard lens. Now, other rumored specs include roughly 30 minutes of flight time, OcuSync 3.0 plus transmission system, and a higher frame rate option for video. Now, in terms of price, rumors suggest we're going to be looking at around $1,100, which is about $200 of the typical price of the Air 2S, which incidentally right now is on sale for $799. Now, look for the Air 3 either released later on this month or early next month. And so stay tuned for more details on that. Now, not long ago, we discussed the Nikon Z8 and how it had been rumored for years and years before this thing was actually announced. Well, that's not the only highly anticipated camera that has been rumored for a really long time. Now, rumors have been flying about the Canon R1 for such a long time that most initial rumors are way off mark now. So this begs the question, what are the latest rumors for the R1? And since this is going to be Canon's flagship camera, it will have a bigger body than the R3. But how much bigger? Man, who knows? Other rumors might give us a clue about this. Apparently, Canon is working on a rear screen that is bigger than anything currently on the market. Now, to accommodate a huge screen like this, the camera will need to have a big body. Now, the R3 is roughly 5.91 by 5.61 by 3.43 inches and roughly weighs 2.24 pounds, and that's without the lens. So if the R1 is bigger than that, friends, you're going to have to hit the gym beforehand or before you go picking this thing up. But some rumors have pointed to an ultra-high resolution sensor around 80 megapixel. Although more recent rumors point to the sensor at 45 megapixel, I think that's more realistic. The ultra-high resolution sensor is more likely if we will see, if we will see that, probably in the R5 Mark II, but that's a whole nother story. Now, other goodies include a brand new autofocus system, a new EVF that will be the highest resolution available on the market, ergonomics that kind of align to the original of the 1DX Mark III, which of course is Canon's flagship DSLR. Now, of course, friends, these are just rumors, so take these with a grain of salt. Now, in terms of announcement date, that's really up in the air, but my guess is going to be early next spring, and so, well, we'll see soon enough. But friends, that is all we have for the news this week, and so until next week, you get out there and take your best shot.